Hey, what's going on? All right, so today we got a very interesting topic that we're gonna be going over. Shout out to the mic. You see the blue snowball. All right, let's get right into it. Boom, 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 bada bing. 2K25. I'm sure you've seen this all over your homepage. You know, it's the popping game right now. What's new? What's trending? And a lot of people seem to be on this new edition of NBA 2K. Now, I want to get into why that's so weird to me, and why I think that 2K is much more than just a game right now. And it has been for a little minute, but specifically with this edition. Let's get right into it, right? We all know 2K25 is a business. At the end of the day, not just this game, but the entire franchise, it's a business. All video game companies, they make profit, you're the product, blah, blah, blah. We've been over that, right? Cool. But something about 2K is a little bit different in terms of what it's selling. And what I mean by this is it's really selling culture. It's not about basketball. It's not just the best basketball simulator out there. It doesn't give you the best experience in terms of dribbling and moving and dunking. There's plenty of other simulators that are made for basketball that are much better than 2K, if we're being completely honest. And they probably even better if they really had the funding. But that's not what you're buying the game for. What thousands, millions of people buy the game for. It's because of culture. You see what I'm getting at? More specifically, black culture. I'm gonna let you sit with that one real quick. Over 80% of the game's demographic is white and other. 80% is crazy. 50% is white and other. So clearly it's not just black people getting on this game, right? However, 2K is still simultaneously like a staple in the black community. So how do those two kind of reconcile with each other, right? Right? You see, 2K always has more than just basketball. The fact that they have Park in it of itself is taking something that's integrated in a lot of, I would say, adolescence for a black American, and even outside of America. The park, the way it's designed, the neighborhoods. If you look at the buildings, those aren't buildings that you see slap dab in the city. You know, I'm talking like, let's say Manhattan, for example. You don't see these skyscrapers and no, they're like brownstones. Where are brownstones? Where? Yeah. In black neighborhoods, that's exactly where they're at. It's more than just dribble the ball, nice backboards, nice parks. It's an experience, and it's selling you an experience that's familiar to people that are black, but also that's one unfamiliar to people that are white and other, but they want to explore it. They're curious, because if you looked on social media, you can see the common theme is black culture, but like literally absorbing it in every fact. It's almost like people are taking notes in a very weird, sadistic, and cynical way that I can get into in another video, in terms of consuming black culture almost as a form of entertainment and not a lived experience. I'm not sure if any of you, I'm sure many of you, depending on your background, where you come from, have heard of the quote. I don't want to misquote this. Let me give me 1 second. It's the one with the jazz. Nah, I got it. Hold on. They want our rhythm, but not our blues. Now, I might have butchered that a little bit, but that's essentially the gist of the quote. You want, and let me not make this isn't hateful or whatever. People want to experience things they haven't experienced. And that goes for all realms of anything. Guns, money, women, riches. But it's different. It's different when it comes to race. It really is. Like, I understand that there's curiosity and everything. Like, I'm curious what other races do, you know, on their free time, some of their traditions, some of their cultures. But then there's a line where it's like, that's kind of it's kind of getting weird now. You know what I mean? Like it's what's that word? Cultural appropriation? I don't know. I don't know. But that's not the main point of this. That's just a subsection. If I could do more than 10 minutes of this shit, I would talk more on that, but I can't because my computer just doesn't like me. So we're gonna keep that short. I mean, let me get into the meat and potatoes of this video, right? So, business as usual. We got over that. I'm really want to talk about, and this isn't a crazy take, but we've seen how the community prior to this game was like, yo, 2K is trash, like they really need to listen to community. There's all these things that we've been asking to get fixed for like years. They're just not messing with us. Boom, I'm gonna stop uploading 2K content. Like creators like Agent, Kai, the entirety of AMP, and a bunch of other black creators completely stopped even talking about 2K. Because they were right. They were treating everything like a business. They weren't fixing the game after generation after generation after generation. And they weren't listening to the requests of the people that were buying it year after year after year. And I'm sure that kind of took a hit on the amount of eyes the games was getting subsequently after, I think it was around 2K21, 2K22 when this was happening. But what really, 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 really caught my eye with 2K25 is the fact that the people I just mentioned are the first ones to create content and cover this game. Why is that? Just about a couple years ago, sure things could have changed a little bit, but you were saying that 2K was not viable as a gaming. In fact, that you weren't gonna upload anymore on this. You weren't gonna cover this at all. 2K's trash. 2K's this. 2K's that. They're really not for the community. Cool. But where's this sudden change in heart coming from? Like, I don't know if anybody saw the video with AMP plays 2K for the first time, and Ron was in the fucking Discord call, and they're talking about how they got scans and stuff for their 2K builds prior to the video releasing. My question is, are we making this content because the game has truly changed and a lot of improvement has occurred and Ron's got his stuff together finally and they're really advocating, or not even advocating, listening to what the people want? Or is it because we need to pay off that new AMP mansion by any means possible? Like, what's the real motive and agenda behind making these moves? I'm not trying to say they're money hungry, but at the same time, I definitely do think money is involved, unfortunately. But that's cool. That's just my take. It might be a crazy take, might be a bad take, might just be a take, but it's just weird to me that there's this sudden change in opinion, in perception over this game. And it might have been reasonable in terms of what they've actually improved. Like, I personally did not buy the game for a lot of different reasons. Partially I'm not gonna touch too much on that, but we're gonna tackle that in a second. Just give me a second, right? But let me get back to the fact that these content creators are so important. The fact that Agent and all these other people are uploading on here. 2K, and this is, I'm assuming this is how it went down. Here's my big theory. Agent, all these other black content creators are like, yo, this game is not really for us. They've been putting out the same trash, the same glitches, the same crashes, the same problems year after year after year. Why are we still buying this? All right, cool. Let's get together. Let's say we're gonna stop buying this. That happens. Not even buying it. It's not even, stop talking about it, giving it attention. And all of a sudden, sales decrease. Now, the way it decreased is probably pretty drastic, right? And that makes sense. Less creators, but there's still white creators, covering 2K. Yet it's still going down and 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 down. It's something that has to do with these creators being specifically black and feeding into this is part of the culture. Remember when I previously said this is like a staple? Man, this video is already 10 minutes. let me hurry up. This is a staple of the Black community. It's almost like having 2K is just a natural part of the experience of growing up. It's part of the culture. It's what the culture, like Kendrick said, it's what the culture's feeling. And if the culture's not feeling it, then the people that wanted to consume, digest, understand, study this culture, they're not going to interact with it either. And now, oh, that's a problem. The entire dollar is lost. The entire dollar is lost. Now, again, this is only but so long because I can make it but so long, so I can't really dive deep into what I'm trying to really say as much as I'm trying to say it. But more of the story, this is what at the end of the day, if you took anything away from this entire spiel, what we're trying to get at, what I'm trying to get at. It's a business profiting on false perceptions. I feel as though cultural imitation, but bigger than that, I don't know if 2K has actually changed its ways, right? And you should be wary as to why you buy this game. Are you following advice from your friend, that literally buys every 2K and doesn't have a day job? Do you feel black enough? Kai Cenat brought it, so you should too. Does 2K really care about your experience, or are you being used? That's really it. Just food for thought. Just food for thought.